Okay, you guys, today we're going to cover Western streetwear. Hey, you guys, it's Hermie. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things style with a heavy mix of thrift and vintage. So today's video, we are going to talk about all things Western streetwear, but make it thrift. I'm going to cover some key aesthetic pieces that make Western streetwear kind of what it is. And then of course, we're going to create some styles and I'm going to show you some examples. I am super excited to do this video today because I really love incorporating Western aesthetic into my everyday wardrobe, especially cowboy boots. And so I've been wanting to make this video. I'm super excited to make it and put some styles together for you guys. So you might be asking, what is Western streetwear? And so I'm just going to pull up the definition that's here online because I feel like that's just the easiest, right? Let's just all make sure we are sharing the same. But overall, Western streetwear is a fashion fusion that combines elements of Western style with a contemporary streetwear aesthetic. It blends classic Western influence, such as denim, leather, and cowboy-inspired details, with the casual and urban vibe of streetwear. So what is this craze with Western streetwear, and why is it suddenly so popular, right? So we've actually been seeing it creep up a little bit. Late last year, a lot of people were leaning into suede, fringe, denim on denim looks. I think the fact that Beyonce had a Renaissance tour, we know there was those glitter cowgirls where they're wearing all the hats. I know I'm guilty of it. I wore a disco ball aesthetic hat to the tour. But overall, it's kind of just been creeping up, especially when the spring and summer runway shows hit. Ralph Lauren returned to the runway. His collection was beautiful. I'll share some images up here, but just beautiful suede fringe pieces. So there's a lot of inspo coming that comes from the Western aesthetic, if that makes sense. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, why is there this suddenly huge explosion in interest in cowboy, cowgirl, Western streetwear aesthetic? And really where I think it started from is when Pharrell did his runway show for his sophomore collection for Louis Vuitton. Of course, you guys know I'll put some images up here, but I mean, just a beautiful head to toe collection, definitely leaning into that Western streetwear for sure. And so I think that started, of course, then Beyonce wore one of those pieces from the collection at the Grammys. There was a lot of attention on that. And then let's not forget that she dropped 2 country singles around Super Bowl or the day of Super Bowl. So that has reignited the craze. And then for other fans like Lana Del Rey, earlier that week, leading up to Super Bowl, announced that she was going to be releasing a country album. So it's just all the craze, and it's pretty much been there humming for a while, but it is pretty big at the moment. So before I get into the different looks that I put together, I wanted to show you guys that I did a little challenge for myself. And I basically went to one location and stayed there for approximately 1 hour to show you how you could find all these pieces so simply at the thrift store. So please do not rush and go and buy these brand new, especially if this is the first time you're leaning into Western streetwear. You can thrift all these items. And if you're an avid thrifter and if you love Western street style, I'm here to let you know that there's a lot of stuff available right now in the thrift store. So if you see some images here, I was able to find 2 cowboy boots during that one visit that were my size. I found a lot of denim jackets, chambray tops, fringe purses, so purses with fringe detail, denim, little cute skirts and shorts, just a lot of stuff that really has that cowboy aesthetic. I will admit, one thing that is really hard to find in a regular nonprofit retail store, so I'm talking about a Savers, a Goodwill, a Salvation Army, is cowboy hats. Cowboy hats, a real genuine cowboy hat, they're not cheap, right? And a lot of people just don't throw them away. I will show you a hat here that I got at the thrift store at a Goodwill. It's a straw looking one, but I will admit, if you want to find a previously loved cowboy hat, you're most likely going to have to find it online or go to a consignment store that specializes those items. There is a caveat though. You guys know that I have one of my favorite thrift places, which is Thrifty Treasures. They actually are located in Norco, which is a horse town. And so there's a lot of great suede, leather, denim, and cowboy aesthetic items that are in that thrift store just based on the area that that thrift store sits. In that store, in that thrift store, I could find a lot of cowboy hats. In fact, I buy a lot of my hats there. And so that's my caveat. Like if you're in Austin, Texas, and you're going to be looking for a cowboy hat, it's probably going to be easier to find a cowboy hat in a thrift store in Austin than it would be, say, in Beverly Hills, California. That's all I'm saying. So just that's the only caveat is like I understand and I'm sympathetic to know that it's really hard just to find a really great quality, good condition cowboy hat in the thrift store. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over just 4 random aesthetics that I made up and kind of titled on how you can kind of incorporate Western streetwear into your everyday and of course making it thrift. All the looks that I put together, however, I didn't thrift anything. I wanted to challenge myself and do shop my own closet and really put all these pieces together. And I want to say 90% of everything that I use is thrifted items. So the first look that I'm going to lean into, I'm calling it the Fleetwood Mac Daisy Jones aesthetic. And I don't know if you guys remember, probably do, going into spring, summer of 2023, there was this all trending on TikTok called Coastal Cowgirl. And I don't know about you, but for me, when I was seeing that trend, I was like, wait a minute, that looks like festival wear. I don't know if that makes sense, but for me, that's what we would wear, or I would wear when I would go to Coachella, in 2010, 2011. That was the thing to do. And it's beautiful and I think it's feminine and it's basically timeless. And so I really wanted to recreate a modern day look of that. But some of the key pieces that you need, and I'll put some images here, are really it's feminine, right? So it's a lot of dresses, so slip dresses, linen dresses, the cowboy boots, your hair down and curly, beautiful jewelry, little cropped jackets, right? I would say the aesthetic definitely kind of contributes to that is definitely lace. So even if you have jean shorts and a nice silk top, you have this lace little drape thing going on. So it's just very feminine, very beautiful. I would say you don't always have to wear the cowboy hat, but you definitely have to have the cowboy boots. That's the thing with this aesthetic for sure. So here's an image of me on what I put together. This is a majority thrifted. Yeah, so it's a full white look. I wanted a monochromatic look. So I have the lace detail, as you can see. I have this white linen dress that I thrifted as well. I cinched it with this little small white belt that has a really cute Western buckle on it. That was thrifted as well. And then I also put vintage jewelry on. So one of the pieces is the turquoise piece is a piece that I thrifted probably in the last couple of years. And then the other one, I forget the name of it. Let me see. It's a Sarah Sarah Coventry vintage necklace. And that was actually my mom's, believe it or not. I had that necklace forever. I think when I looked at it online, the last time it was made, it was in 1979. So I love that necklace. It's a wire trim around a horseshoe. I thought it was perfect to wear with this outfit. And then of course my knee-high off-white Cowgirl boots. Those were not thrifted. Believe it or not, they are a nameless brand. And I got those at TJ Maxx, a Marshalls, or a Ross. I don't remember. I've had those shoes now for a couple of years and I don't remember what store it was, but it was definitely one of those discount stores. When you want to wear this look, you don't have to wear it with the cowboy hat. It adds a little bit of extra flair, but you can definitely have that Western streetwear aesthetic because you have the belt detail, you have the lace, you have the linen dress, as well as the cowboy boots. That's enough, and that's what I wanted to show you in this example. Also, quick break. I'm here editing my video and how annoying is it me with that microphone? I'm so formal. It's so not like me, but I got a new camera, you guys, and it came with a microphone and wardrobe. I didn't have anywhere to clip it. So I got to do better. I got to do better because this is way too formal. I apologize, you guys. I'm going to learn how to better use my equipment, but just want to call that out. Way too formal. My next look I'm calling Dark Cowgirl. And really what that means is it's black on black attire. So head to toe, all black. I really love this look. I think it looks so elegant and I think it's perfect for the evening or something a little bit more fancy for sure. This look right here is a majority thrifted. So the dress itself with the two slits in the front, I thrifted that at Goodwill. I actually purchased that one for the Renaissance Beyonce tour. So that was a part of my little outfit. And I love that piece. The long sleeve crop top, I thrifted as well. It's one of my black attire basics that I have in my wardrobe. The fedora hat itself is thrifted as well. I don't have a traditional cowboy black hat, so I opted for the black fedora. And then I have my Dolce Vita cowboy boots. Those are new. I did purchase those new, and I purchased those around September leading into the fall winter season of this year. Let me know if you like this whole black attire look. I definitely love that one. And actually, I'm kind of regretting that I didn't film this when I had the outfit on. But after I was done filming, I was like, oh, you know what would look so great too is a faux black fur coat with that look. And I actually have a black faux fur coat that I got at Goodwill maybe like 4 months ago. And I think that'd be so great too. So I know we're like in the middle of winter right now. So don't be afraid to wear those dresses with the high slits because you can definitely wear a coat over it and make it just look so great. The next two looks are inspired by KemoSa Vibe. So I'm calling these my KemoSa Vibe vibes. And if you don't know what I mean by KemoSa Vibe, I mean the brand, the hat and clothing brand and retailer. So I'll put some links here for their Instagram handle. I don't own any of their pieces. That is my goal. I want to like visit one of their stores and experience the whole thing and buying a hat. But overall, I really just love following their advertisements and kind of like their marketing that they do on social media. And so I really liked it and I want to recreate those. And really kind of what the staple pieces are in this first look is putting a cowboy hat together with like a parka that's fur trim. And so I'll put an image right here of kind of what I was inspired by, but I just really love how this looks. It's kind of something that you probably would normally wear like a beanie with like big like puffy earmuffs, but I love this idea of having your hair down and putting like a cowboy hat on with a parka and the fur trim. I just think that's so beautiful. And then there's normally a lot of like unique designs that are normally on some of the jackets on the models. And so I wanted to recreate that. And so the look that I have right here is a jacket, a vintage jacket that I just recently thrifted for $10. It's real fox fur around the rim. It has like this beautiful rosette kind of detail around the jacket so it's not solid red. And then I just paired it with some Levi's denim jeans, some boots, but really kind of to create this look is really putting the parka with the fur trim and the cowboy hat on. Like that's like the key aesthetic of kind of getting that KemoSa vibe. And so I really wanted to create this. I love this look so much. I would have never thought of wearing a cowboy hat when I'm going into the snow or when it's really, really cold in the mountains. I would, like I said, wear like a beanie, wear like one of those hats that like covers your ears. But I really like this look. And I think with my hair down, I can wear earmuffs, or if you have short hair, you could still wear earmuffs and then put the cowboy hat over your head. But I just think the aesthetic is so beautiful. I think it's so pretty. And so I wanted to put a look like that together for you guys and show that, of course, it could be 100% thrifted. So the hat itself is thrifted, as well as the jacket and the jeans, and the shoes are Vince Camuto that I bought, honestly, like 6 years ago. The next KemoSa vibes look that I wanted to create was really off an image that I saw of Rihanna. So Bad Girl Riri kind of inspired me for this one, but she had this image of her wearing a hoodie, a simple gray hoodie with a light cream color blazer. She had denim jeans and a cowboy hat. And I just really love that look. So I wanted to recreate that as well, because it's just some really basic pieces that you could put together. So with this look, as you can see, I have the gray hoodie. I have my cream color blazer. These are simple things that you can get at the thrift that I've got at the thrift. A simple pair of Levi denim jeans. I'm wearing the same boots. Honestly, these are the same jeans and the boots that I wore in the other KemoSa Vibe inspired look. And then you just kind of vibe it like that. I really, really like this. I opted out for the belt. I normally don't wear belts traditionally like around my waist. I use them a lot to cinch in my blazers, to wrap in and cinch my dresses. And I did realize that I don't wear a lot of belts in like a traditional way through like the pant loopholes, if that makes sense. But either way, I really like this style. It's just so casual, and I love how you could just like throw in a cowboy hat and it kind of just puts it all together. So I wanted to show this one to show you that like you can have these basic pieces like a gray hoodie, a blazer, and some jeans, and then just by adding a cowboy hat, you can really lean into the Western streetwear. So I think this is a perfect example of that contemporary mix with the Western inspired aesthetic. So the last look I wanted to put together, I'm calling the Stetson Girl. I just love it. It's really the traditional Western look or aesthetic that you would expect, but in a more Western street style, if that makes sense. And so it's wearing the denim jacket, it's wearing the cowboy hat or the Stetson like fedora long brim hat. It's something that I wear probably the most is the denim on denim on denim. And when you see this look right here, really what the trick is, what I do is if you don't want to have so much denim because it could be a little bit stiff, I would opt for a chambray top that's in similar color palette as the denim jeans that you're planning to wear. And so it gives that denim on denim look, but at least you have that flexibility and not that much stiffness in the top, especially if you're layering it then with a denim jacket, which I've done here. And so I really, really love that look. I love having the cowboy hat mixed up with it, but I also have a very wide brim pencil curl Stetson hat. This is a real Stetson hat that I got in Texas. And so I really, really love that piece as well. So those are the looks I put together. Definitely let me know in the comments below which ones you're willing to try, which ones you liked. I'm definitely leaning into those, but of course, you know, I'm the Stetson Girl, denim on denim on denim. And of course, the dark Cowgirl is the one that I'm already going to be leaning into. I'm going to like probably change to that outfit in the next couple of days and go somewhere. And also let me know if you guys love these videos. I want to really hear from you and see if these are things that you love to hear and learn about. I'm always willing to create and hear you guys out and create those things that you really want to see. As always, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day or evening for if you're watching, and I'll see you guys again soon.